Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my hero build series. I am Sylphin. In today's video, we're taking another look at Lieutenant Bellica. Lieutenant Bellica. She, I think, it can be a good counter to the Countess, who is going to be a huge presence in today's meta. She is quite the beast. Plus, her ultimate is not even really apparently bugged. So once it gets fixed, she's going to be even better. So hopefully we can counter her today in a build that I'm simply calling the LT. So it's not the most ingenious build name ever, just the LT. What you call your lieutenant in the military. Yes, I am Canadian. So the LT, what is the focus on it? High amounts of burst damage. No cooldown reduction, just a high amount of burst damage so you can delete heroes or just get a lot of damage out on the enemy team. You do get one kind of nice tanky card, and the Element Amulet gives you some more health and stuff like that. Early game we get some health and some regen as well, so it's it's all right. We're gonna see how it works, and the Blink Charm, because she needs it, because you can get really melted pretty quick and isolated if you don't have an escape, which she doesn't have an escape. She has a stun, but Blink Charm's really going to help. Like usual, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the channel, please head on over to my Patreon account to become a monthly subscriber, or consider going to my Amazon wishlist if you wish to support the channel that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, the very first ability we're going to start off with is her Seismic Assault. It's the only ability here that's going to really give us a escape, because it does have a stun. We should be able to stun somebody as they try to engage and create some space between us and the enemy. What it does is it's a nice, makes a nice kind of line, kind of a big kind of rolling seismic wave that goes down on the ground, stunning the enemy. But it also, you kind of like, you punch the ground, so you are incapacitated as well. So it's not really much of a gap increaser. Like, you don't really increase the gap between you and the enemy. It's just good for a stun. Now, the second ability we went with was her, I'm actually going to do this, do all this, just so I can get those a little bit of last hits and put that Countess in her place. Wow, what a something was happening there in those other lanes. All right, so maybe punish this Countess just a little bit. I don't think so. She's not going to have much burst at this point in the game, although the small health pool that we will have, though, will be nice for her at least. The second ability we went with, as you saw there, was Void Bomb. It's an AoE that deals 85 energy damage after 2.25 seconds. So the delay is fairly significant, and you need to get used to it. If you're using it on an enemy minion wave, what you do is you wait for the minion wave to get right to the edge, just a little bit, and let them walk in just a little bit, and then you can place it down, and then it works perfectly. After 2.25 seconds, the whole minion wave's in it, and you deal a nice amount of damage. The combination, though, with her Void Bomb, it does come from her Seismic Assault. What you do is you place it down, and then you do this to stun the enemy so that they stay inside that area of effect and take that damage. That's kind of her burst combo, but it hinges on your ability to actually land the damn Seismic Assault, which, as it gets longer and longer, your Seismic Assault, that is, the more you upgrade it, it gets kind of a little bit harder to use at the end of its kind of range. So you do have to kind of take that into account as well. So I kind of want this Countess to come in on me, because we do want to use the very last ability that we got here, and that is her Void Drone. What it does, it's an AoE drone, drains 2 mana from enemies, lasts 20 seconds unless destroyed. 83 energy damage to enemies that use an ability in the area of effect. So let's do this here. Ah, shit! I thought she was going to go that way, and I missed that completely. So we can take some damage, even though that Countess could actually burst us down pretty well. Most Countesses at this point probably have come up against a Bellica that, you know, has the whole combo down on them, using your Void Drone before they do all their big combo, and etc. etc. So why did we kind of choose to pick Bellica? Because Countess is such a big, huge threat. She herself has her combo, the Countess, where she uses all of her abilities pretty much instantaneously. Shadow Slip into the Blade Siphon, into your Dark Tide, into everything else, and it's really quite crazy. So that's 5 abilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 abilities that she uses pretty much instantaneously. What you can do is get 5 shots from your Void Drone on the Countess very, very quickly. Hopefully they don't notice that you put your Void Drone, because you want to put it a little bit off to the side or behind them so they don't notice, and then you can wreck some face. Very first ability would be a Magus Ward here. Where's my weak one? There it is. Unfortunately, I would rather it be a Sage's Ward, which I've bought twice now in this weekly pack, but I haven't received it. So hopefully Epic realizes the bug, realizes my bug report, gives me either 2 Sage's Ward in the rest of the pack, or just gives me 1, and, you know, gives me my reputation back. So we were successful in repelling off the Countess there. She came in, she did try to do her burst, wasn't able to take me much below a quarter health, or really just about a third, but we took her to below half. So very successful repel there. The thing though is trying to use that Void Drone before she uses her abilities. That's the tough part, is her Shadow Slip does work from pretty far away, which is a bit of a... It's surprising, to say the least. While this Kwang's doing this, we're going to try to do this, and... Very nicely done. Very nicely done. In terms of upgrading our abilities, we are choosing to go with her Seismic Assault first. What it does is it increases the range that it goes, like how far it kind of propels like through the ground, and then it also increases its damage, obviously, and it increases its stun duration. Stun duration, that is gigantic in itself. So, you know, making sure that... Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so good thing we didn't really go in there, because really not much we're going to do. So that keeps them in, you know, upgrading your Seismic Assault keeps them in your Void Bomb more. Defend mid lane. Oh, Grux. Hey, Grux. Yo. Okay, just free damage on our tower, I guess. That keeps, you know, upgrading your Seismic Assault keeps the enemy in your Void Bomb longer, keeps them in your Void Drone longer, and just does some more damage. Saw that coming. Hello. Yeah, you're not really gonna do too much. She was thinking about going in, but I mean, I'm full health, so there's really not much we're going to do here. Okay, so you used all your abilities, Countess. There we go. Just got out of that. Very, very lucky there. 2 hits. We're still going for our Seismic Assault here. She's thinking about it. She has a lot of mana, which I don't really want to give her the opportunity to use her burst. So I'm just gonna let her do her thing here. I'm gonna wait till she has less mana. I'm gonna try to let her force her / let her you know, use her mana on the minion waves instead of on me. Obviously, it would be really... Oh, there we go. Nice. Ooh, ouch. She's... Okay, she's definitely going to be thinking about using her combo on me now. So she's going to wait for her Dark Tide. Come off a cooldown. Do this. Hopefully hit her. Nope. Oh, we do hit her. Alright, so she has to be careful herself, because now I can nuke her down, and if I get a good Void Drone on her and she doesn't notice... oh, she coming in? No. Oh, there's a game of mind games here, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, shit. I just wasted that. That gives her a huge advantage now. Oh, and I don't have my ward. Great. Maybe I can bait her into attacking me? Maybe? No, I don't think so. Alright, so we have to wait 40 seconds here for us to get an advantage over the Countess here. Yeah, she's being, she's good. She's good. She knows what she's doing for sure. I just gotta be careful of that silly Dark Tide. She might want to go in here. Let's do this. Well, I almost hit her too. And there's a Kwong. So, you know what, let's use my ultimate here. Finish her off. Make sure that we kill her for sure. There we go. Nice. Awesome. That's fantastic. So as you can see, we're just trying to play it smart. We're trying to play it smart. Come on, minion wave. There we go. Defend mid lane. Let's see if we calm system. Defend mid lane. Twin blast. There we go. Okay. That's good. We'll finish off this tower for sure. There we go. Give that Kwong's or that Greystone something to think about. And I'm going to... I need to go back though. Be right back. Help. We have 9 card power, ladies and gentlemen, that we need to use. Double our power here. Alright, so I'm going to say I'll be right back. Here we go. Use up our 9 card power. Now we go into our Elysian Diamond here in the 6th slot. All of this is going to be really nice. Now we're going to go for our Blink Charm. I don't really want to get rid of my mana potion though. How much do we have? 557. This gives us... Oh boy. Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. We are going... Oh, actually, hold on. Hold your horses. We actually have a cast token here, so let's get rid of the cast token. Let's get rid of our health potion, because that mana, I think, is a little bit more important. So we've moved over to mid lane because they definitely needed some help, but it looked like they're doing okay now. We're against a Gideon and a Faye. Now, I always recommend, guys, that you think about who you are up against and what they can do, always staying aware, being a proactive player, thinking what kind of combinations they have. Countess is right lane. I mean, somebody should probably go over there pretty soon. A good amount of damage there and some last hits. At this point, we're going to actually upgrade our Void Drone just to keep a little bit of a balanced approach here. I'm going to say on my way left, go back to our lane here and defend the right lane. The Twin Blast should be going back. There's Narbash joining him, and that Kwong staying close to mid lane so that we can support them. 6 card power, ladies and gentlemen. We totally were able to blink away from a Rampage and Greystone gank. Totally able to do that. Really not a problem. That's why we got that Blink Charm. So we got physical. Definitely going for physical for sure here. Whether it's a strong physical, no, it's going to be a balanced approach. So what do I mean by a balanced approach? We have some options here. We always get the Celestial Health, but we have options. If there's tons of physical damage, we get 2 guards. If there isn't, we simply just get a greater health guard and this Celestial Health. So right now, we're going to get this greater health, and then the Celestial Health, and then the greater guard to finish it off. Alright, here is the Countess coming in. Let's see, can I bait her to... No, she's smart. She's smart. Really nice thing is that if we can bait her to use her big combo, we can actually be quite safe. So I'm going to stay on my way right here. Gideon's going to be able to push this quite nicely. Go over here to defend this lane. Always, guys, trying to foresee the future here. You really need to foresee what the enemy team is. Ah! There's a little bit of an overreaction. That's a little bit of a overreaction here. Hello there, Gideon. Hello. Hello. See, you're waiting for somebody, aren't you? Alright, so there we go. No, defend mid lane. What are you guys doing? Defend mid lane. Holy smokes, defend mid lane. Jeez. Okay, so... I'm gonna go mid lane. So far, guys, I like the build. I would actually prefer to have a little bit of a Sage's Ward instead. So let's see here. Oh, did she use her? Yeah, she just used her whole combo, so there's no real point in us doing this. Oh boy, did I nail that, ladies and gentlemen. That was satisfying. Look at that. Void Bomb into a Seismic Assault through the bushes here. That was definitely really quite exciting. As you can see, she is vulnerable to crowd control and to combinations. So if you can make those happen, she's a pretty good Countess counter. So let's do this here. I want to push this a little bit. Ooh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, we want to use a ward here. Ooh, very nice. Let's use our this here. Do this. Do this maybe. Oh, and I missed. So, as you start upgrading your Seismic Assault, what you're going to want to do is start leading heroes, because it takes longer for that kind of seismic action thing to reach the end of its effective range. So you kind of have to start leading heroes, and you have to get used to how fast the seismic wave thing propagates along its length. Definitely takes some getting used to. And we're going to have to go left lane here to defend against this Fae. So she's actually low on mana. What I'm going to do is try to come in from behind. My Void Drone. Oh, but did she go away? Yeah, she did. So she was smart. She knew that if I got a little bit of a burst combo, good Void Drone, she would have been definitely in trouble. Seismic Assault to affect the whole minion wave here. Look at that damage. Very effective wave clear, especially since your Void Bomb gives you mana for each enemy hit. Really quite nice. So it's almost 6 card power. Get this going in the right direction, and then a retreat here, and use that. 6 card power, ladies and gentlemen, getting the Celestial Health, and then we will get rid of our mana potion here and get our Greater Guard. Now that we are quite tanky, 800 health, 132 physical armor, it's going to be really quite nice. Really quite nice. After this, we're going into our Whirling Wand, which is fairly interesting. The attack speed, I think, is actually going to be a little bit better than you would expect. With Bellica, her machine gun is surprisingly not very machine gun-like. It has a very slow attack speed, so getting that 11% increase is actually going to be very effective, right? It has attack speed has significant diminishing returns, so if you can just get a little bit on a hero that has a very slow attack speed, it works really well. So there you go. As you can see, me getting a lot of value out of that Void Bomb with my Seismic Assault, keeping them in that area of effect. Very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, the blue buff is obviously very strong for Bellica. It's going to absolutely enable you to have great sustain. Here we go! Here is the combo! Alrighty, so doing... Oh god. That was completely fail. But look at the absolutely very little damage we took from her. Look at the very little damage we took from her. So there we go. As you can see, very strong presence from us here in this. And yeah, of course I'm gonna be missing all that. And we have little mana, so now we have to be careful. And how much mana do we need? 160, 280. So let's just skip out some of these. So we need pretty much 300 and some odd health, or mana, for our kind of combination to work. So let's wait till we have that. Again, the blue buff is going to really help with that. And so we can do our first full burst combo on this Countess here. So we're almost there. 300 and some, right? 216, 280, 360. Yeah, so 360 or 340, sorry, actually, is what we're going to need. So as long as, yeah, our team's doing a great job letting us split push. Bellica's obviously a very good split pusher, and if left unchecked, I'm going to be able to really do some work here. So I want that Countess to come back so we can... There she comes. Alright, so we have enough mana here. There we go. Oh, and she totally misses. So there you go. There's my combination. Kind of completely null and void. I do have an Narbash coming though. So let's see what else she can do here. Yeah, yeah. Come into the drone. Come into the drone. Here we go. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to try to do this. I should actually just have saved my mana there for my ultimate. And yeah, she's just dead. Good! Alright, so terrible gameplay on my part. The Countess is being really, really effective in dodging all my stuff. I think she's reading me like a textbook. And really, I just kind of have to catch her off guard instead. The problem with that is that we're kind of waiting for her to engage, right? So she kind of already has. Ooh, boy. Hello, Greystone. Hello, Greystone. You're doing absolutely no damage to me. This is why we got this, so let's do this here. Hopefully it's stay in the Void Drum. There's a little bit of damage there. Wow. Okay. So look at that. Just want these a little bit last hits before we go back. So we do have numbers advantage. So there we go. Hey, it worked all right. We do have a very dominant team here. They're doing a great job of rotating, letting me split push, do my thing. So definitely shout out to them. I'm not being the Countess counter that I really kind of want to be for my team. Next into the Whirling Wand for a whole bunch of damage, but boy do we need some mana. Something that I definitely want to change here in this build, but hey, we're trying here. So we can get rid of this Magus Ward for this one and get the fully upgraded bonus here, and I think we're going to do that. Get this fully upgraded bonus so we can have that. 11 attack speed will be quite nice here for Bellica. Prime cards activated. So now we're doing a whole bunch of damage, able to clear these waves like nobody's business. Look at that, just absolutely taken out. And we're gonna keep this push going here, right into the, very nice, right into the, oh, that's a crazy amount of damage. We do have our prime cards activated, which is the energy damage one. And you know what? Let's try to do something like this. Ooh, not quite able to. I don't want to waste our ultimate just because. Ooh, we're gonna do. There we go. We're gonna do this. Got some damage off on her at least. And there we go. Ooh, nope. Ah, shoot, I didn't want that. You know what? I decided to use my ultimate before she did any fancy footwork to get out of there. So, there you go. I think some of them kind of gave up a little bit here. And, a pretty decisive game. We didn't really get to kind of melt the Countess any few times, but definitely effective. Some things that are definitely missing some mana from this build. Like, either A, I'm just using my abilities too much, which could definitely be a possibility. So I was pushing a little bit too hard, definitely could have slow pushed a little bit more and saved my mana, and definitely could have been much more accurate with my mana, with my abilities, so I didn't have to spam them so often just to do stuff. 1 and 0 at 5. 5 assists, a lot of split pushing done. Great friendly team here that allowed me to save our towers, split push, and do our thing. So let's take a look at the build. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the build, starting off with the health, mana, and cast token. Boy, did that really, really helped. Like, that was really necessary. Can't really go, especially that mana potion, but obviously the health token as well. Getting just a health potion and 2 cast tokens, it definitely would help with last hitting, but I think that was really, that's okay. Next, go into the Elysian Diamond. 200 health when you're fully upgraded is really good. 2 minor casts give you that damage that you need in the early game for last hitting. And the basic Spark, it's really not that much, but I like the idea of regen more so than anything else, because you do your burst and then you wait, right? You do your burst and then you wait. Hopefully you stay alive, so that means that your mana regen is working over time, right? So hopefully, I think with the whole staying alive focus that we're taking with the Blink Charm and the Tempered Attune Barrier, I think that regen is going to be a little bit better. I would prefer to honestly have a Sage's Ward for some health, the Elysian Diamond for some basic Spark, and then another Elysian Diamond to go into after this. But we just don't have the equipment slots. We have just a whole bunch of fully upgraded cards, so we have tons of upgrades, which means we can't really use it. So after the Magus Ward and then the Elysian Diamond, we go into the Blink Charm, which I really liked, and then into your tanky cards here. If you don't need those, like, I could have argued that we didn't really need those too much. We really didn't. Our team was doing a really good job, so we could have actually gone straight into the Whirling Wand. Right now, I'm kind of not feeling like that attack speed's really necessary. So something like the Chronomancer Disc would be amazing because it gives you a cooldown reduction. But it's one of the least efficient cards because it only gives you 3 CP worth of stuff. But it's only 3 points, so you know it's not really effective. Which the Wellspring Staff would actually be quite better. So you know what, we're going to do that instead of this Whirling Wand. We're going to go for the Wellspring Staff, 3 major casts, and we're going to actually change one of those up for advanced mana, just so we can have that mana there and survive. So there is one change there, guys. Instead of the Whirling Wand, get the Wellspring Staff for some advanced mana, just so we can actually have some mana to do our thing. After the Wellspring Staff, you're going to go into the Crystal Conduit for some penetration and some mana. Now that I see that mana, though, I'm going to change my mind. Go back into the major cast here in the Wellspring Staff. After that Crystal Conduit, you do have that option there with a 1-point shock, 1 point basic mana if you need that much shock. If you don't, then you get some mana. After that, you go into the Elder Mage Amulet, whole bunch of damage, 300 more health to help in that late game when all the carries are really starting to do their damage. And replacing your early Magus Ward with this Magus Ward, whole bunch of damage. Crazy amount of damage with the blue buff. Hopefully you can get some cooldown reduction from that. Some mana regen, you know, the mana on the Wellspring Staff, on the Magus Ward, you know, and the Crystal Conduit is enough to sustain you. I think this is pretty solid. I think it's pretty solid. Please let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this build. Please like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike, leave a comment like I just mentioned, and of course subscribe if you like this content or simply found it enjoyable and helpful. Please subscribe so I can do it for you later. Until next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.